I'm going to be reviewing my wife's Mercedes A160 AMG, and it's the first ever car review I've done. So you'll see I'm wearing two different outfits on the video. That's because I've done it over 2 days, because obviously I'm just learning at the minute. No doubt the reviews will get a bit better as time goes on, but you've got to start somewhere. So I hope you like it, and let's see how it goes. So this is just a test to see if the GoPro works in this position, and you can hear as well, or not. I'm in Alexandra's car, which is decent. It's a good bit of kit. Well, looks wise it is. It's got I persuaded her to get the AMG one because for me it's miles better than the standard one. It's just got better alloys, a better body kit. The front bumper looks a bit more aggressive. It's just loads better, the overall car. It's like if you look at the Audis, then there's like a normal one and an S line. The difference is quite small. It just looks a little bit better. But the AMG line, compared to ones that aren't AMG from Mercedes, the difference is massive. It's totally different. So for me, that was definitely the way forward to get the AMG line. Interior wise, it's even more of a difference. So you've got like the carbon fibre print on everything, carbon all over the front. It's got sporty steering wheel with red stitching on it. It's got red stitching on the gear gaiter, red stitching on the seats, on the door handles. It's got racing checks like on the dials in the front there. It's a smart looking bit of kit. It's decent. Like, the only thing I would have done differently if I was Alex, my missus, I'd have gone for the diesel one, because this is the 1.6 petrol, and if you're comfortable of getting from 0 to 60 in 700 light years, then don't worry about it. But if you want to get from A to B a little bit quicker, then definitely the turbo diesel is the way forward. Like, because fucking hell, you put your foot down on this and now it happens. Like, it has got a sport mode, which is it does make a slight difference, but not hugely. And obviously with a turbo diesel, you get exactly that. When you put your foot down, it gives you a little bit of a kick, you know. The torque that you get with a turbo diesel gives the illusion of that you're in a much faster car. Whereas obviously with a naturally aspirated petrol 1.6, there's no torque at all, and it just feels sluggish and slow. So on one hand you get the AMG looks, the front grille and the bumpers and the body kit and that, it's properly smart. When you get inside, it looks properly racy with the checks everywhere, and it's kind of modern looking, but performance wise it's lacking massively, the 1.6 petrol. But there you go. Nice to drive though. It is nice to drive, nice and smooth. To be honest, I think it's 2017 in this, but it feels brand new. Like, it's nice and quiet, and it's solid. It's decent. In terms of the digital aspect of it, like this big screen you've got here and the speedo that you look at in front of you, I think it's streets ahead of where the Audi ones were when in 2017 when this came out. So the best thing about it, I think, is the reverse camera. Honestly, it's mint. I've been in plenty of cars with reverse cameras on. It's not that much of a big thing these days. But this one, it just seems to have, I don't know if they've put like a wide angle lens in it or something like that, but you can see way further than any other rear view camera that I've seen. You can almost see round corners with it, so it's ideal. It's got parking sensors front and rear as well that are really sensitive. Another thing about the reverse camera is it stays clean and visible all the time. Like my previous car to this, if the car got dirty, which often it did because I'm a bit of a lazy bastard when it comes to that, the camera got dirty as well, so you put it in reverse, and even though you've got a camera there, you couldn't see out of it anyway, so it was pointless. Whereas this, it must sort of hide away in the rear door, because it doesn't matter how dirty you get the car, when you put it in reverse, it pops out and it's clean all the time. So very handy for those lazy people like me, who your car might be filthy, but your camera's going to stay clean no matter what, because when it's not in use, it's hidden away. So that's very clever, I thought. As I say, the only thing that lets it down really for me is the performance aspect of this particular model. But if you stay away from the 1.6 petrol, that'll be a kind of good bit of kit. Alright folks, thanks for watching. That's pretty much the end of the review. I know I didn't really go into too much detail there, but this one was more about just getting a grips with the camera angles and the software and that kind of thing. Which I think it went pretty well really. So to summarise, it's a good little car. It's compact but it's spacious at the same time, so don't worry about putting a pram in or your dogs or your shopping or whatever. It's not bad. The boot space is decent. Obviously in AMG styling it's really smart looking, but again I would go for the CDI version, the turbo diesel one, if I was gonna buy it again. But yeah, it's a affordable car from one of the best car manufacturers in the game, Mercedes, so you can understand kind of why there's so many of them on the road and why they're so popular. It's a good bit of kit. Next up I'm going to review my daily driver, which is a Audi A6 Avant. It's the 3 litre BiTDI 320 brake horsepower version, and then after that I'll probably do my other car, which is a Subaru Impreza Turbo STI Type UK. So thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed the review. It's probably not great, and I don't know, obviously didn't go into too much detail, but you got to start somewhere. So thanks very much. Take it easy.